Welcome to my sketchbook. This has been something that I have been dreading for quite a while because, to be honest, while I have all these wonderful clear pages, I have not drawn in over a month. So I'm feeling very nervous and I don't know how to go about things, but that's what we're going to try and figure out today. We're going to try and warm up. I have all of these different art supplies around me. I have pencil crayons, alcohol markers over here, and my regular sketchbook. And let's just try and figure this out, warm up, and try and get back in the groove of things. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing so well today, and welcome to my 6th sketchbook. Let's do a little bit of a flip through of what I've done so far in my sketchbook. I have like a lot of just like some characters here and there, some doodles for my D&D thing, some more art playing around with washi tape. I have this very bright, ugly art challenge page, which I will leave linked in the description down below. I strongly recommend that you do it. It was a very fun exercise that I did on page 1 and 2. But apart from that, we have this very cute witch over here, but we have a lot of blank spaces. So I thought maybe I could do something to fill that up as we draw together today. And then on this page here, we also have a sketch that I started in the car and that I didn't finish because drawing in a car is very hard. So I was like, let's try and finish that today too, make it a little bit more interesting. And if creative stamina allows, then we have all of these wonderful pages to fill up together, but we will see how I am feeling once we get there. But let's get into it. But yeah, when I sat down to record this, I hadn't drawn in about, I think, like a month, maybe even over a month. September was absolutely crazy for me. There was just a lot of things that happened, and I lost a lot of my, creative flow and things like that. The only thing that I've been able to do was my bullet journal, which I have uploaded videos of course, but drawing and just having fun drawing was extremely challenging, and I haven't touched my sketchbook in over a month, which I've been feeling really guilty for because since starting this new sketchbook, I had felt so creatively, renewed, and I was so excited to draw. I was so happy with where my art was going, and I felt like there was a lot of progress that happened, especially since my last sketchbook, which, by the way, I did do a full sketchbook flip through, which I will leave a link in the description down below if you would like to see the full sketchbook flip through. I really like that sketchbook. I think it turned out great. But overall, yes, I was feeling very inspired and excited to draw so much more in this new sketchbook. But then, life happens. Life happens, and well, sometimes it affects our creative minds, and it is what it is. And anyways, so I thought I could record this video and share with you guys kind of the process that I try and go into in order to get myself to get back into the groove of drawing again and feel a little bit less intimidated by, having these ideas or whatever and trying to execute those ideas. And so that's what I wanted to do today. So here we have again that wonderful cute little witch character that I had drawn a while ago, and I was like, well, the page is very empty, but I could add something related to the witch. And I suddenly had the idea of oh my god, a cauldron as a planter would be the cutest thing ever. I want that in my apartment. So then I just drew it. And honestly, I think this was the perfect thing to start off with. Whenever I don't know what to draw and I'm just feeling, I don't know, a little bit icky and just unsure about where to go and what to do, I often gravitate towards plants and just doing those basic shapes. And I may not be good at drawing plants, but it still gets that wrist all warmed up, which was the whole point of me drawing this. I will be honest, it was very intimidating, but I actually quite enjoy how sketchy the final result was. And then I also ended up adding a little potion at the top as well, kind of floating, though it's not very, proportionally accurate because it's gigantic, but whatever. Details. But yeah, I just wanted to warm up like this, and just also the fact that the witch was already there already gave me a theme to go off of. So it's not like I had a blank page and then I had the fear of the blank page and not knowing what to draw and then all that stuff. So, and also I think the fact that the right hand side is so, how do I say this, bright and crazy looking. It also took off a lot of the pressure of like needing to make something nice, because again, that right page was the ugly art challenge, so it was supposed to look ugly and not pretty, so I didn't expect for that whole flat lay to look pretty either, so I think that helped a lot. But yeah, after doing that initial warm-up with that cauldron, I flipped over to the next page where I had started kind of like this music, hip-hop looking type of fashion girly situation. I don't really know what I was going for because I don't remember what I was thinking when I was drawing it. But I kind of like got the vibes. I erased the graphite and I went back in with my colored pencils to do a new sketch. I honestly very rarely sketch with graphite anymore. I've really gravitated more towards colored pencils for multiple reasons. One, because having color in a sketchbook instead of just gray looks really pretty in my opinion. I think that's really great. No hate to people who use graphite or whatever, like gray is also fantastic too. But I mainly also switched to graphite because it just... I mainly switched to colored pencils because it just layers very nicely under other pencil crayons or other art supplies like alcohol markers, which I use a lot of, though I don't think I've used any in this sketchbook yet. But either way, colored pencils look a lot better underneath markers than graphite does, because graphite, as you know, many people know, it smudges and goes gray and it just makes everything very muddy and bleh, you know? So since switching to pencil crayons, I found myself gravitating to use my alcohol markers a lot more because I'm not scared of, well, I should say not as scared of ruining the drawing, because I know that the pencil crayon will look nice underneath. So either like it blends in nicely and I can cover it up nicely, or usually I tend to sketch more with my pink pencil crayon because I use more warm toned alcohol markers. So the pink that is already warm looks very nice with the warm colors on top. But if I do like a more colder drawing, then obviously I use either the green or the blue because those are all cold tones. So it all mixes really nicely. But then I also see some artists use like a warm tone pencil crayon at first, use their warm markers, and then they go over it with a colder styled pencil, and it like does this like really cool effect of like, you know, more like line art that's like more poppy because it really like contrasts. Anyways, I'm rambling, but I strongly recommend trying to just draw with colored pencils. I think it's super fun. And here you can see me actually, you know, switching over to the pink one to do like some, you know, random objects here and there. And I just really like adding like different colors all throughout the spread and just like having fun with composition and just trying to take up space without doing things that are necessarily too complicated, especially because this is like the first time I've drawn in over a month, as I've stated. So I tried to take it really easy and just try to just go with the flow and really have fun. And honestly, I really kind of like started to feel myself slip into that creative, just, you know, when you like kind of like black out when you're drawing, at least I get that, and you just like create and like you're not even really thinking, you're just doing. So that really started to awaken that again, and I'm so excited about that because I, again, haven't had that in so long and I've been really wanting to draw, so I'm really hoping that I can get that creative flow going. Another thing I've really enjoyed doing in my sketchbook lately, which I've seen so many people do in the past, is using washi tape. So in the little flip through that we've done in the beginning, you could see a couple spreads where I had used these little washi tapes as well as other washi tapes. It just like is such an easy little way to add like some interesting little bits to a sketch. So I think that's really, really fun, and I have like all these little different colors. I originally obviously got them for bullet journaling and art journaling and things like that, but I'm starting to like accept that I can use whatever the heck I want in my sketchbooks, because I'm so used to being like, oh, a sketchbook is for sketching, sketchbooks are for like, you know, writing and things like that, not for like paper, not for stickers, not for washi tape. That's so not true. I don't know where I got that idea from. But yeah, using washi tape has been so fun, and again, it just adds like that different little texture, I think, as well. So anyways, strongly recommend. It's really fun. And again, kind of like I had mentioned last time, the spread to the left of this is like really not pretty. Again, it's supposed to be ugly, so that really took off the pressure of me creating something nice and detailed or whatever. I was just creating because I was creating. Again, ignore that ugly art challenge, but I strongly recommend you go and do it. It's really fun. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it all came out. Again, it was very much a warm-up, so I wasn't, trying to expect anything crazy. And then at this point I had turned the page and I was like, all right, let's fill this out. But I slowly felt myself being like, I'm actually feeling really exhausted creatively. I don't have that much of a creative stamina right now. I haven't built it up in quite a while. So I decided it was time to pack my stuff away and just call it a day. And that is absolutely okay. Drawing is really a day-by-day thing, and it is a personal journey, and today I have started to get back into the flow of things, and I couldn't be happier. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye, guys!